You do.
That
You
was
have to, for sure, pay your dues. I hear that a lot with makeup artists that have been successful in bridal or other different avenues that want to move to film. Film is a whole different animal. You have to take those low budget, sometimes non-paying gigs to get your foot in the door and suck it up and do the best that you can do, because those are going to lead to higher paying jobs. But I feel you, definitely. And the thing is that sometimes it's easy for me to get bogged down, and because sometimes I don't make the rate that I want to. But when I think back to 4 years ago when I moved to LA, I would have just accepted any day rate, like anything, just to get on set.
right.
And then eventually, the more that you grow and the more that you learn, it happens.
It's kind of a natural progression.
It is a natural progression. And I mean, I think back to even, 9 years ago when I just wanted to get on any set. I was just so excited to get on any set, Like, I think she'd be pretty pumped at where I am now. And I think it's just so easy to get bogged down because, you're maybe not making the rate that one day you will make. But when you turn around and look at the forest for the trees, is that the expression?
Something because it's definitely, like you said, sometimes you get bogged down. Like it is, I know too many people that are starting out from scratch in LA that get frustrated
right
at the very beginning with no, I'm a DP. I deserve to be a DP. Like I need to get DP gigs. Like I'm not a PA. I'm not doing this anymore. Like that kind of stuff. It's like you've only done like a few weeks. Like what do you mean? You've only been here for a few months.
Right.
So it's a weird thing to get through. It's a weird mindset to get into, but
absolutely.
Life is too difficult if you're. Life is already hard enough as it is.
Yeah.
If you're fighting the path that you have to travel anyway, makes it harder.
That's why, at the end of the day, you have to love what you do, especially in film, because at that point it won't matter. I could make 3 times my day rate on a commercial and just be so bored out of my mind. And then when I'm working on a film, making a much lower rate, just being so fulfilled. And so I think, at the very beginning, you have to have, and not even at the very beginning, you always have to have a hunger and a love for what you do to put up with the craziness that we do. And I think a lot of people, they just want to jump. They want to jump to get the higher paying gigs, but that's not how it works. Yes, you can get lucky and you can get some really great gigs, but if you don't have the experience and the lessons that you learn on those insane no budget jobs, you're not going to be as strong of a worker. You're not going to have the appreciation. You're not going to have networked with people who do jobs other than your own to really appreciate and understand the collaborative effort of it. There's so much more to learn about being a makeup artist than just doing makeup in film. So I think when people just jump and then they, because it happens. You might have a connection to get you on a higher gig, and that's great and that's awesome, but you won't have the experience and the hard life lessons.
I think that's well said. I 100% agree with everything you just said.
Well, thank you. Well, I think that's the crazy thing too is we're not at the end of our careers. We are in the grand scheme of things. We need to do a reunion episode.
In 10 years.
In 10 years? Okay, we're going to be hello. We hate film.
It's